all, I want to thank you for joining me on Ask Angela. Today I'd like to discuss 3 things to consider when choosing your home. Of course, they're not the only 3 things, but they are 3 very important things. So let's get right to it, shall we? First things up, you want to consider who you're purchasing the home with. Is it a significant other family members, maybe it's friends? You want to sit down and have a conversation with those individuals. You all want to discuss what your wants are, your must-haves, and very importantly, your deal breakers. Those 3 things will help to alleviate some uncertainty moving forward, or even some hard feelings that occur sometimes. Like, you don't want one person to feel like someone else's must-haves or wants are more important than theirs. And the way to do that is to definitely have a conversation, because the truth is you guys may have to compromise. If someone has a must-have of a pool and someone definitely doesn't want a pool, a compromise will have to be made, because there's no way to do them both in the purchase of one home. So have that conversation, have it early, and I promise you it'll make things a little bit smoother moving forward. Number 2 on my list is going to be location. Location is important for a multiple of reasons, so let's just talk about a few of them. One of the biggest ones is for people that's still in the workforce. So are you traveling to and from the city? Are you going to be taking the train? Are you going to park at the train station? Are you going to take an Uber, in which case you need to budget and know what that's going to cost you? That's just one aspect. What about in terms of proximity to stores? Or maybe you want to be close to a park or even the beach. Maybe you want to live in a beach community. These are things you want to think about and also discuss, actually, when you are considering where you're purchasing your home. What helps with location is also to travel that location, or drive by the neighborhoods that you're thinking about purchasing in, to know how close they are to things that may be very important to you. So location. So number 3 on my list is budget. By no means is this definitely number 3 on the list. Actually, it is number 1. There's a couple of things you have to consider in terms of your out-of-pocket costs. So your down payment costs and your closing costs are your 2 biggies. They are not the only ones, but they are the major ones, and it will probably make up about 90% of your out-of-pocket cost. The one thing that will definitely help you with this is your pre-approval, knowing exactly what the bank is going to lend you, knowing exactly what your percentage is in terms of your down payment costs, or in terms of your minimum down payment costs. Because even if your down payment is, say, $30,000, that's just your minimum. You're welcome to put down as much as you like. Your closing costs can be estimated out. The best way to do this is by having a property, but if you have some sort of price range, your bank or your banker will be able to estimate some sort of cost within a reasonable range for you. The 3 things that I mentioned are just a snippet of things you want to consider when choosing your home, but I hope it gave you food for thought, if nothing else. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of Ask Angela, and definitely like the video. Definitely reach out. I'd love feedback. Any topics you'd like for me to cover, let me know. You can reach me at any of my social media outlets. You're also welcome to send me an email. Until then, I'd like to say, be well, be awesome, be great.